Lou Williams trying to sneak it under Harrell. Offensive rebound taken out of his hands by James. James charging up the floor, and JaMychal Green tries to put a stop to it. And some extra late whistle activity. Patrick Beverley and Rajon Rondo.
No, it's actually LeBron James and Patrick Beverley.
Rondo going over to James.
If they take a look at it, I believe they'll either be a double technical or LeBron will be hit with a technical.
The foul is on JaMychal Green.
Also pushing and shoving is fine now.
You can't get a tech for staring down, and that's nothing.
Meanwhile, for the Clippers, Mark, that's their 14th foul with 10:25 remaining.
Griffin will go all the way, and to his credit, will not rub any salt in the wound by a slam dunk. Oh, there he and Patrick Beverley having words. Former teammates. Wow. So we had some drama before the game. Here we have some drama after the game. Exchange there, a pleasant one with Harrell and with Lou Williams from Blake Griffin. That's a big, big win for Blake, no question about it. 44 points. He was something.
He was definitely something tonight. 44 points and 8 rebounds.
Durant fouled as he got double teamed. Well, Patrick Beverley, this is what he does best. He's one of the premier defensive players in the league, and he is an absolute irritant. He's the perfect example of those players where if he's on the other team, you hate him. But if he's on your team, he's beloved.
Warriors up 10. The matchup of Patrick Beverley and Kevin Durant. His job is to frustrate, try to irritate, trash talk.
Durant releases down the other end, blocked from behind, but a foul. And Beverley getting into Durant's face. Durant once again just smiling back. This is only game one.
The previous play, good execution, and Durant turning the corner, getting into the thick of the Clippers defense, and an emphatic jam.
And a technical foul is going to be called, I believe, on Beverley for continuing the conversation. Or are they going to call double technicals? So a double technical on Durant and Beverley. Here's Beverley. This time Durant, and a foul call on Durant, who barks at him. Durant, they're both out. They've both been just thrown out of the game. Double technicals, which is automatic because it's a second check for both. Quick ejection. Ed Malloy wasted no time. They've obviously been warned with that first double technical. And it was starting to get out of hand between those two. Durant is done for the night with 23 points. Beverley's done for the night.
And this would have been just a tech on Durant by going towards Beverley. But once Beverley gets up and does his part, then that's both guys. And I would say this, going into game 2, if I'm one of the referees, I'm setting the tone right away.
You think he can give it back to me now?
Did you give him a friend price on that?
Yeah, I gave him a friend price.
DeMar loses the ball. Leonard is there. A scrap breaks out with DeRozan, Montrez, and Pat Beverley. Trez looked like a peacemaker for a moment, and DeRozan took exception to ending it all. And Beverley doing what he does best. He is an irritant, and that is a absolute compliment. And now they two shake hands at half court. Listen, competitive juices here in the fourth quarter.
And I love it that despite right here, the problem that started, it could have been something bigger. But after that, you know, great professionalism from DeMar DeRozan and Patrick Beverley. Right at half court, they shook hands and moved on to the play. And in basketball, there will be plays like this, but it's about your composure at the end of it.
Beverley harassing Curry. Beverley, a very physical defender, and is called for the foul. And this is what Beverley likes to do. Play very physical. It's been called. To players at his position. But is very physical. See, Beverley reached in after the whistle. Curry objected to that. There's nothing there, though. That was initiated to me by Curry. You know, Patrick Beverley's playing. Being pressured, so he wants to have the same feeling to the opponent. And to me, you knew this was coming. Because Patrick Beverley plays with an edge, and I totally agree with Coach. Technically. But this is just good defense. This is playoff basketball. And Steph Curry is not going to back down. Danny Crawford right away gets in between and separates them. Beverley also says, if I played myself, I'd want to fight me too. Chance of MVP for Curry. The officials reviewing it. Now, there was a technical foul handed out. Whether or not it's going to be a double technical or just on Beverley.
Off to Philadelphia tomorrow. Ball's kicked away on the floor. And they're going to call a foul on Bradley.
Because Patrick Beverley, we all know, who he is and what he does. He's a hard-nosed defender. And going at the legs right there, Russ did a good job just walking away, jumping up in the air.
After the foul from Patrick Beverley, we went a little low on Russell Westbrook, and as we mentioned earlier, these two with a little bit of history.
On that same type of play.
On that same type of play, and then Beverley with some words for Westbrook. He didn't like it, they started chirping, and of course, the official stepping in, issuing the technical fouls. Westbrook trying to figure out what the low blow was all about from Patrick Beverley.
Less per game than the Warriors do, but they're good shooting it.
Rebko missing that three. Remember I said there's no size inside? Steph Curry just got that offensive rebound. And Beverley, he's an irritant. He's trying to get into something right off the bat.
Sure. They'd sacrifice him for Curry.
Oh, in a second. And he knows it. He didn't like that Steph flexed after he got the offensive rebound. So he was fouled as he got that rebound.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, a little push. I like to see it. Steph's not going to back down. That's good.
They're actually going to review to make sure nothing happened in this fracas, and nothing really did.
Let's see how he responds.
So it's a double technical foul. Steph with a little flex, I guess could be construed as taunting, and then Beverley shoved him. So no free throws.
Steph just got the news. He didn't take it so well here. He had no idea that was going to be blown. Look at Beverley. He's tracking him.
Well, Beverley and Bradley, like I said, they're just tagging each other out. And Steve Kerr is protecting Steph right now.
Yep.
Because as you said, Jim, that's all they would want, is to take Steph off his game, and Beverley knows it. And that's more his game. He is a junkyard dog.
Good elbow. Embiid down low in the foul. Beverley was not afraid of anybody. Embiid wants him. His teammates break him up. Now he plays to the crowd.
Embiid's night might be over after that.
Man, oh man.
See what Embiid was that a punch or just
over 7 feet tall, over 260 pounds.
A lot of guys take exception to the extracurriculars on plays of Patrick Beverley, but you're right, he ain't afraid of anybody, and that's part of the reason why he gets under players' skin.
Man, oh man.
See what Embiid was that a punch or just a push?
Well, we're going to do some looking at some TV back in Secaucus, New Jersey. Embiid angry. Aside from all the other accolades, he's one of the great personalities in the game. I mean, full of fun.
Then do tempers flare. See, Bradley's trying to get around him. Isn't able to. And then now, play's over. We should be breaking apart now. Jimmy going right for the jugular.
Well, so I'm thinking this double technical.
Well, we've seen it before,
Bradley
right?
locks up. Bradley locks up. Butler.
8 to shoot for Chris Paul.
Devin Booker's at half court talking to the fans.
Paul for 3, puts it in. 118 to 92. The Suns have blown it open. 37 points for Paul.
Booker talking to the fans, understanding we've seen this movie before. We have an issue on the court right now between both teams, but Chris Paul.
Beverley and Chris Paul.
Beverley and Paul after knocking down that shot. This is now live as Beverley and Paul get it to look like some kind of pushing match as the players are going to their respective benches after the timeout was called. Oh, what? I mean, that's as unsportsmanlike as it gets. Patrick Beverley losing control.
He said something. Paul said something to him, and he reacted inappropriately.
You've been chirping all series long.
Right.
Now's not the time to react that way.
Upon video review, it has been determined that Patrick rejected and assessed the technical foul. Phoenix will shoot 1 free throw, and then LA's ball.
Six, but Patrick Beverley, after walking past Chris Paul, and it doesn't look like he says anything to him. Beverley just losing control of his emotions. He's been ejected from the game, called for a technical foul. You know, Beverley has had such a great impact in this series to have it marred by getting thrown out in the game. Now, granted, it's a 26-point game, but just no place in the game for that. It's been a hard-fought series. These teams have gone at each other, and Beverley just losing control.
You've been talking trash the whole time. You've been doing an outstanding job defending Devin Booker, defending Chris Paul, talking trash when you get stops. Bottom line is it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, and Chris Paul is rolling right now.
Paulie Stein's screen working on Terrence Mann, who Tyler told us is going to get more minutes tonight off the bench. Doncic crashes into Rondo and is called for the offensive. Oh, he like it, and then Pat Beverley gets in his grill, and here we go.
And just like we talked about Luka just smiling about it, that's what you got to do. That's what Patrick Beverley is out there for. He's out there just to kind of get under people's skin. He might be out there trying to trick y'all that he's out there playing defense. He's just out there running around doing a bunch. Those are Westbrook's words, not mine, Pat.
There's the offensive foul. And actually extracurricular activity between Beverley and Doncic. Terrence Mann comes in. Richardson trying to hold him off.
Oh, they're just getting acquainted, Dave. They're just saying hello.
They're going to call double text here, RJ, against Beverley and Doncic.